All families have secrets. I discovered ours when I was 14. It was a letter from my mom to my dad. She wrote, "Living with you was hell, and I don't regret breaking up with you. But I do hope that you will fix your problems and come back someday." I was confused and asked my mom about it. She told me that before I was born, my dad was an alcoholic. That's why she left him. However, my dad went into therapy and sobered up. Afterwards, he begged my mom for forgiveness. She accepted, and then they had their first child, my sister Stacy. However, Dad struggled with being a father and started drinking again. Most of the time, he did it when Mom wasn't home so she wouldn't know. But one day, something tragic happened. When Stacy was 2, Dad was supposed to take care of her, but instead he drank a whole bottle of vodka and passed out. Meanwhile, my sister was playing with some toys when she swallowed one and started to choke. Luckily, my mom came home just in time and rescued her, but Stacy could have died. That's why Dad decided to go back to therapy, and this time he stopped drinking for good. Then I was born, and we were a regular family all my life. Dad would support me at my judo tournaments, and I knew I could talk to him about anything. But then one day my dad went to a wedding of his colleague. When he got back, he was covered in bruises. He admitted that he'd gotten so drunk that he fell over a balcony, and only by luck he didn't suffer any serious injuries. He promised it would never happen again, but soon he started going to bars every night. Mom was pissed, so they argued a lot. I think that's why my dad spent even less time at home. Finally, Mom decided to move out. She asked if I wanted to go with her or stay with Dad. Well, Stacy went with our mom, and I didn't want my dad to be alone, so I just stayed with him. However, he barely came home, and I felt very lonely. Sometimes my best friend Becky would come and keep me company, but one time she went to the bathroom and I heard her scream. It turned out that my dad had passed out naked. Becky thought he was dead, but I knew that he had just drunk too much alcohol. Luckily, Becky didn't tell anyone at school what she had seen at my home. However, she never came back again. Please understand that my dad is not a bad person. I mean, he never got violent or anything like that. He just doesn't have control over himself. That's why I kept telling him to go to therapy again, but he wouldn't. Every once in a while he would say he was sorry for being such a terrible dad, but nothing changed. Every night I was scared something would happen to him, so I always stayed awake until he got home, even if it was 4 a.m. Then I'd run to the door and help him get to bed. If I didn't, he would fall and hurt himself. After 2 years, I couldn't take it anymore. I was tired, and my grades were suffering with the stress of taking care of him. I said he would either have to sober up or I would go live with Mom. It broke my heart when he told me to go away and live with my mom. I really wanted him to get better, but in the end, I had to accept that I can't fix my dad. He needs to do that himself. But when he's ready to quit drinking, I'll be there for him.